Oh, my man. What's happening? Oh, my man. What's up? Can you hear me? You're muted, brother. There you are.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, man. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Awesome. Do you want to do cameras or no? Up to you.
Uh, I'll just see if it's working. I don't know what's going on with it at the moment.
No worries.
I don't know why it's not. It does have a camera.
You using from your phone?
No, it's on my laptop.
Oh, okay. There should be a little video icon on the bottom left.
Yeah, it's just got a red exclamation at the moment, so I don't know what it's doing. I'll just go into the settings and see if I can figure it out.
Yeah, no worries.
Maybe that's it. Just trying to figure out why. Yeah, it's got to be something in the settings. I'm just trying to. Why it's not working.
That's fine. You can go in if you click the little arrow next to the video icon. It will
Yeah.
bring up the video and it'll bring it up in settings. So if you go in there, you should be able to see the camera that it's using. And it should say like your integrated webcam or whatever. Or failing that, if your laptop has a button or a switch for the webcam.
That is a very good question. Where are we? Shows you how much I use my webcam on this.
It's all right, no worries. I mean, if you can't get it up, that's absolutely fine. We'll just talk to each other. But I was excited to see you.
Yeah, and I just assumed it would have worked straight up. So, because
Hmm.
I did take one setting off, and it hasn't done anything. Um, uh, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's see if I can go into the settings and fix it.
Yeah, there should be. Are you on a Windows laptop?
Mac.
Oh, a Mac. Oh, I'm lost. I've no idea. I can't help you.
It's all right. I'm just going into the camera and stuff now to see. Where is the camera? Sound. Yeah, it's normally just worked when I've used it before.
Hmm.
Here we go. Zoom. Click. Hopefully this fixes it. Yeah, because it's in my settings. It's saying that Zoom's allowed to use it, so I don't know what's going on.
Hmm. I mean, have you tried? Is there definitely no like cross on the video icon? You can press, it might be Command V if you turn the video on, or Alt. Do you have an Alt button?
I've got
ALT?
commands.
Hmm.
Let me just quickly. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Command. Oh, it might. think it might be a privacy. See, privacy. Click camera. Oh, like that. It's just asking me to quit the internet and then reopen again.
If you need to do it, that's fine. Like the link should still work.
Yeah, let's see if that works.
There we are. Good to meet you, man. You're muted. There's two of you. Is it like a different profile or something?
No, shouldn't be.
No, that's funny. It's removed you now. Cool.
Yeah,
Well, man, nice to put a face to the name.
yeah, likewise.
Yeah, and I guess, what have you been up to today so far?
Just the usual work today, nothing exciting.
Oh, nice, man. Nice. Well, I won't hold you too long, because I'm sure you've got other things to do this evening. But call's probably going to be like 45 to an hour tops.
Yeah,
And basically, all I'm going to do is just ask you a few questions, kind of see where you're at, what you want to do, and whether or not what we do is going to be of any use to you.
yeah,
And if not, then I just hope I can point you in the right direction. How does that sound?
yeah, too easy.
Awesome. So I guess we'll jump straight in. What made you want to book the call today? Like, how can I help?
I'd sort of been talking to Fletch a bit through Instagram, and that was just asking him a few questions, what it was all about, and that, and sort of did a little bit of research as well.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You carry on. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you're right. Yeah, and just yeah, after talking to him, like just and seeing what he's been doing and stuff, and yeah, just sort of that little bit of freedom, I
Hmm.
guess.
Okay. So I guess with Fletcher's content, I guess
hmm
what really sort of sticks out to you with his stuff that makes you sort of relate or be inspired by it?
I guess yeah, like not being tied to certain hours and things, and just be, I guess, having that yeah, freedom, and also like the money he's making, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess at the moment, like I'm going to assume you're working a job where you've got fixed hours and you're kind of drawn to that lifestyle where you can work a little bit more flexibly.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So how long have you actually been looking at his content and speaking to Fletch for?
I think it's been pretty sure it's been a couple of months now. I think,
Hmm.
yeah, and then yeah, just been a little bit busy, and then I was like, right, need to set aside time and actually get on
Hmm.
and book the call. So,
Yeah. Have you been speaking with him for 2 months, or like you saw his content 2 months ago?
probably seen his content 2 months ago, I would say, and then I think it's been pretty much like started chatting a month ago. I'd say. I
Oh,
remember
okay.
correctly. I'm pretty sure.
Hmm. And so like, you said you've been like busy in that time. Is that busy with work or?
Oh yeah, it's just work
Hmm.
stresses, and finding time in the afternoons to get on and book the call where I'm not fully exhausted. Because I
Yeah.
teach kids every day, so it's a little bit draining.
I was just going to ask, like, what do you do for work?
Yeah, primary school teacher, so a bit nuts.
Yeah, those kids can be crazy. So is this like from ages like 4 up to about 11?
So I basically teach at the moment 11, 12 year olds. So that fun age.
I remember what I was like when I was 11 and 12 years old.
Yeah,
uh,
being a coach this year.
Disruptive. So I can only imagine what it's like for yourself as a teacher, to be honest.
Yeah,
What's it like? I mean, I know what I was like as a kid, but is everyone else like me, disruptive and
it's like there are some good ones in there, but I've three, jumped up 3 year levels, so it's been a little bit more attitude and sass this year, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know how long I can do this for. So yeah,
yeah. That must be a lot for you then. If you've been used to teaching a younger age group, I mean, jumping to 11, 12 years old where they're starting to get a bit more sort of confident in themselves.
yeah.
Are they sort of like almost jumping up and barking at you or like what are they
Yeah,
like?
they like to give it back.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Like what do you mean by like they like to give it back though?
I like that attitude. They've always got an answer for everything, but I've got height on my side where they don't come up in my face. But I'm 6'6", so
Oh well, I say you look like quite a tall guy.
yeah, so they don't come up. It's just lip service back.
Hmm.
It's not the whole class, but there's a few that just like to push the boundary pretty much every day.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry that there's a few of those like that, but yeah, it's bound to happen, right?
It is. It's everywhere. Can't do much
Mm,
about
So, how comes you moved from the younger age group to the 11 to 12 year olds? Was that through choice or?
it. No, it wasn't a choice. I
No.
tried not to, but because they needed more people up in the older, because we just had a lot of more enrollments and things.
Mm,
So yeah, sort of forced.
mm. So this was like the school that you're working for. They just said, "Hey, Paul, we need you to go and do this year group now."
Pretty much.
And were you looking forward to that?
Uh Not really.
Mm.
But I sort of couldn't say no because they obviously had the final say. I tried not to, but they still made me go. So
How long
fuck
have you
that.
been a teacher for, man?
I think this is my ninth year. I want to say, ninth year of teaching.
Nine 9 years of teaching.
Yeah,
Wow, you've done your due service for sure. That's quite a long time. How's it been for the whole 9 years?
it hasn't been too bad. I've been lucky to travel a little bit with it. So taught over in the UK for 18 months with it. So
Mm.
that was good. And yeah,
Nice.
moved around to different schools, but the school I'm in at the moment is quite a big school,
Mm,
and yeah, just a bit more demand. I don't know. I don't guess it's not really demanding, but yeah, it's just
mm.
a lot more influences, I guess, from like above us, above the teaching level.
So, like, just the size of it is kind of made it a bit more like a corporate type thing as opposed to a smaller school.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
Mm.
they have a primary and a secondary campus, so
Quite a big old operation then.
yeah, even the primary school in itself has like 1,500 kids.
The primary school has 1,500 kids.
Yeah,
Wow, that's a lot.
yeah, it's
That's a
big.
lot. I mean, my primary school, so I come from a rural school. There was 5 people in my year group.
Oh wow.
So I can only imagine how chaotic that must be, man. That's all sorts
Yeah,
of ages too.
yeah. So in our year group, we have 11 classes.
Wow, it's a lot.
It's the biggest one they've had. So
Mm. And
it's just a growing area. So.
whereabouts are you from? Sorry, I mean, I know you're from like Brisbane time, but whereabouts in there are
On
you?
the Gold Coast.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
on the Goldie. Hmm.
yeah.
Nice, nice. And just going back to like your teaching and how long you've been there doing that. Is this something you always like wanted to go into? Was it something you studied for?
It wasn't always what I want. I sort of wanted to do PE teaching, but never really had the mark straight out of school. So I've done a few other jobs before I went into teaching, and I sort of was sick of just doing shift sort of work, and then was ended up doing uni and that, and yeah, just that's what I'm doing at the moment, and yeah, don't know really what else I would do because I definitely don't want to go back to hospitality work.
Hmm. So as it stands at the moment, like quite a few things you just said, and one of them being the stress of the job. You said you've been too stressed out at the minute to like be able to even book in a call. Like, just what's it actually been like for you? Because I know there's a lot on your plate and kids are a lot to deal with, but walk me through what your sort of typical days like.
Yeah, so yeah, basically get up, get a coffee and that on the way to work, and then yeah, organise what the first lessons are going to be for the day, and then we teach the morning, teach for 2 hours, and then you might have a playground duty at the first break, and then you do another 2 hours, another break depending. Might have duty. You only have one duty a day, and then we have another 40-minute session, and then yeah, and then after school you're either marking or you're starting to prep for the next day as well. And then
Mm,
yeah, sometimes I will go and do a workout, but sometimes I get home and then I'm just like drained. If I stop, I don't go and do anything. So
mm.
yeah,
And
it can be, and it's quite full on, especially with that age group at the moment. Probably a bit
yeah.
different yeah, but yeah.
Mm. I'm just trying to put myself like in your shoes, what that would actually be like as a teacher, because I've got experience as a student,
Yeah,
but for you, man, like being around like crazy 11 to 12 year olds and younger, and also the older students as well. I don't know if they're on the same campus, but regardless of that, that's quite like a high intense, like sort of, what would you say, sensory overload sort of thing.
yeah, 100%.
Mm. Like, how does it affect you though?
Yeah, that's sometimes it's a lot of deep breathing under my breath if because with my I've got a bit of a tricky like difference of abilities and things in my room. So I have kids that finish work early and then they're just like, oh, what do I do now? And then I've got other ones that I'm just trying to push along. And yeah, it's just probably yeah mentally draining really
Mm.
get through the day sometimes. But then
mm,
other days they have good days too. So
mm. I guess out of all of those days that you work during the week, I'm going to say Monday to Friday.
yeah.
Yeah. How much of those days are good days and how much are bad?
Um, that's a good question. Um, I would. I wouldn't say some days the whole day isn't a bad day, but yeah, it just depends. For some days we have a really good morning session, and then it just goes downhill from there. But then, yeah, at the moment, because we're doing like all the assessment sort of time, they've had enough. You're sort of trying to push through and get everything done, and yeah, but yeah, some day I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 days might be good, but yeah, it just depends on
Mm,
their attitude as well. So
mm. And it kind of sucks, man. Not gonna lie. I mean, sorry you're in that position, but would it be safe to say that about 50% of your days at work are not enjoyed?
yeah, I would have even said more than 50% today. So
Oh wow.
it was a
And
crap day.
how's today been?
Today was crap. So
Mm. What happened, man?
I was just probably not, yeah, mentally, well, yeah, just worrying about other stuff outside of work and then trying to catch up assessments and then dealing with their attitudes and yeah, some days, yeah, you just don't feel 100% mentally there. You just get through the day, pretty much.
Mm,
So,
mm. Sounds like you are actually like going through quite a lot at the moment, to be honest. Um, like how long's been going on for?
um, yeah, this year's probably been worse. Last year wasn't so bad because I had a really good class, but yeah, this year it feels like sort of got made to move, and then yeah, not given the best of class, and yeah, it's just
Mm,
a bit full on, but yeah, probably
mm.
majority of
So
the year.
it's mostly just been since the start of this year, since you've had this new class to deal with.
Yeah, it started out all right, and then I think once they got comfortable and knew how I would react, yeah, but
Mm,
they were apparently like it last year too. So, and the
just a
teacher,
difficult group.
yeah, and the teacher, one of the teachers that had some of them last year said it was a long year.
Mm,
So, and we still got after next week, we still have another 11-week term, so
mm.
to push through.
I mean, so you've been teaching for 9 years. That's quite a long time. And it's only been this year that you sort of realized that you need to do something about it. I'm just sort of trying to
Oh, there has
understand.
been like other times where I've thought, oh, what am I doing? But I've sort of, yeah, I don't know why this year, whether it's just because it's been worse than previous years, because it probably hasn't been as bad.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
And
there's definitely more like they're putting more workload onto teachers as well. So
hmm, hmm. And so it's just really this year that's not been great, but you've kind of been feeling a little bit uncertain about the whole teaching thing, even when you started, from the sound of it.
when I started, it wasn't too bad because I started in a rural school. It was only a two-classroom school.
Oh,
Yeah, so it was polar opposite to what I'm doing now.
hmm,
And then, yeah, it wasn't too bad because it, yeah, a bit more of a chill vibe sort of thing.
hmm,
And then, yeah, I went from that to London. So that was a bit of a eye opener. And yeah, back, I mean, yes, had some good schools around here, but then, yeah.
hmm. And let's say just during this year where you've kind of been feeling a bit shit about the job itself. I guess why has it taken you so long up until 2 months ago to sort of reach out and or start looking at things and see Fletcher's content?
I don't know why. It's hard to put a thing on it. It's probably just because I didn't really know too much about it, and yeah, hadn't seen much of anyone else's content really. And I can't even remember how I seen his. I think it might have just popped up, or someone, I don't know if one of my friends were following him, or how he actually popped into my radar.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. I guess like even before you saw Fletcher's stuff, have you kind of looked elsewhere to maybe do something else, teach at a smaller school or
Yeah, I was looking because I love a bit of tennis and stuff, so I was sort of trying to look into seeing if there was any like coaching stuff or working with like tennis Queensland or something like that, but I haven't been able to find anything
hmm,
yet. And now that I'm a permanent teacher, I was looking like different areas I could transfer to as well. So
hmm. Are
yeah,
they not options on the table?
there's nothing there at the moment. So
Hmm.
yeah,
So I guess that's kind of what's led you to actually speak with Fletch and end up on the call today, I guess.
yeah.
Well, here we are, and I guess you have been busy with work and whatnot. So I guess like if you weren't so busy and weren't so stressed out a few months ago, and you had decided to like book in a call, like where do you think you could be now?
Probably definitely not working as much because I was originally, before I did full time, I was, when I first moved up to Queensland from New South, I was just doing like casual work and contracts. So I could sort of go home and not have the extra stuff to do, like all the marking assessments and things, because I was only in for the day or in classrooms for a couple of weeks. So I sort of had
Mm,
a bit more flexibility there as well.
mm,
So
mm. Yeah, so yeah, I guess you could be in a different position to where you are now. And with like all the marking and stuff you have to do, are your typical hours like just nine till five sort of hours, 40 hours a week?
yeah, it just depends if you do anything on the weekend. But I try not to.
Hmm,
But yeah, it just depends. Like I've got marking here tonight that I'll probably sit and do just so I don't have to deal with it tomorrow. And it
hmm,
just depends how long it takes, sort of thing. But yeah, we generally at school between 7:30 and 8, and then at home anywhere from 3 o'clock to like 4:30. But then sometimes I will do a bit at home, but I try not to.
yeah, I mean it's your time. You don't want to
Yeah,
be constantly doing work. And is it like a fixed salary, or do you get paid extra for taking books home to mark?
no, I don't get paid extra.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's just what you do to sort of ease the pressure if you don't get time to do it during the day, but it's still going to be there. So
Hmm. So ultimately, by doing that, you're working harder to save yourself a little bit of pressure.
pretty much.
I guess is it worth that though? Like, is the money good in teaching? I'm not actually too familiar with like salaries or whatever for teaching.
It's not too bad. It's pretty good. Could be better, but yeah.
Hmm. So I think on your application it said to you was looking for like 3,500 US dollars, which is about 5K Aussie a month.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, yeah, that's about
Hmm.
right. Yeah.
And like that's a lot of effort that you're putting in for like all of that time. I guess you say yeah, the money could be better. Does does that sort of stretch far? Because I know the in the Goldie, it's not like the cheapest place to rent or whatever.
No, it can be tight sometimes, and yeah, that's sort of why I've sort of started to look as well, because yeah, the cost of living is not the cheapest here in the Goldie. Even like in share houses and stuff, it's still not that cheap
Mm,
either.
mm. So it's really just so for you to actually like start doing online sales or something, it's to get away from your job or what be able to work less hours from it, and also to just earn a bit more money.
Yeah, yeah. Like, wouldn't mind if I had to cut back and go back to casual work if I like just to keep the number there, and then if I didn't need it, gives
Mm,
yeah, just a little bit more flexibility, not being under so much pressure. Because yeah, the only reason I brought stuff home today is because I'm behind, pretty much.
mm,
But
mm.
I've been trying not to bring it home. So
Yeah. No, that's completely understandable. Like like I said, it's your time. And just so I'm on the same page as you,
yeah.
with your job at the moment, like is that something you're looking to get out of, or do you just want to reduce your hours and do something else as well?
Um, Probably a start would be just to reduce, and then like if it goes well, I probably would. Yeah, if I didn't need to.
Mm, mm. And I guess if you were doing the same thing that you're doing right now, what's that going to look like in like 6 to 12 months' time?
Yeah, probably still stressed and yeah, not feel like I'm not getting anywhere, sort of thing. I would say
Like, where would you be though, like compared to where you are now?
probably still in the same spot or worse. Because yeah, we just I don't know what's going on next year yet. We haven't been told what we're teaching yet because that could change as well.
Mm. So yes, you're kind of uncertain of what it could even be like in 6, 12 months' time.
Yeah, because I could get moved to another year group again and have to start from scratch.
Mm.
So
I guess, do you want to be doing that?
don't particularly want to be moved and then have to start again with a fresh
Mm.
curriculum to teach again. But that's
Mm.
what happened this year, and it just took
Mm.
me probably a good 3 months to feel comfortable in the year group, just to know what I was doing. Because bit of a jump from what were they, 8 and 9 year olds to 11 and 12 year olds on
Yeah,
what
it's
the
big jump.
expectation was. So
Mm. Mm. Well, let's say like if you were given the tools and whatever to learn like, the high ticket sales and all the like closing skills and all of that, and also like be surrounded with people like myself, people aged well 18 plus really, surrounded by those people actually learning the skills, where would you say you could be in 3 to 6 months time from now?
uh, yeah, probably. mm, I guess feeling a lot happier and not as stressed, and maybe even not teaching full time, or even not even teaching, or just doing the casual sort of thing. If I knew, yeah, had the skills, because I only know a little bit. Like I don't know all of it.
Mm.
I only know what I've learned through watching Fletcher's and doing the workshop, and then trying to do a little bit of research myself.
Mm. I guess what research have you done so far? Like where are you currently at with like high ticket sales and how all of that works?
Yeah, well, the workshop helped a lot, like understanding a little bit better, because reading it is different to someone talking about it as well. And yeah, I guess just the different roles. I probably didn't realize how much was involved. I guess.
Yeah, what there's like the three keys, I
Yeah.
guess. And
Yeah.
what sort of stuck out to you with those three? Which has drew your attention?
Um. Yeah. Probably. Yeah. I don't know which. like I would be better suited to because I don't like probably putting my face out there as much. So yeah, it was just interesting to see because I just assumed like it was all behind, but it's obviously not. Like you do have to be out there and sort of promote and stuff. But yeah, I guess yeah, it was just I just found it interesting because you don't
Mm,
realize how much is like the different keys that are there. I guess
mm. And
yeah.
what in particular did you find interesting then?
Oh, just like the well, obviously the amount you can make from it and things, and then also yeah, being able to do it just from your laptop or phone or
Mm,
whatever, and then yeah, having that freedom. So
mm. And you don't have to do like the affiliate marketing side of things is more so where you're putting your face out there and promoting.
yeah,
And you've also got the appointment setting and the closing side of things. Did they sort of resonate with you a
yeah,
bit better or?
yeah, probably the center and that did a little bit more because yeah, not that confident speaking like in front like of the camera and stuff.
Mm,
But yeah, that was sort of what drew like got my attention yesterday. So yeah, probably would be more suited to that sort of role. I would yeah.
mm. I guess what could you see yourself doing?
Yeah, probably like it's like the appointment setter and that to start off with, and that, and as I learn more, I might be going to the closer, and if I
Hmm.
yeah felt confident enough, I could probably go on to that more content creator sort of things once I learn a bit more about it.
Mm.
And stuff. But I don't mind like using Instagram and stuff to do photos and things and that. Just haven't really experimented too much with like videos and things.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess Instagram brought you here.
Yeah,
Mm. And like, let's say, yeah, you were given all of those tools and whatever. In 3 to 6 months' time, you were doing that, and you did have a bit more time to yourself or whatever. Like, how would that make you feel if you did have all that time?
probably pretty good because yeah, at the moment I like don't work out or do things that I want to do because I just don't have the energy or I feel like a bit of a like bit of I guess financial stress as well. So I just yeah don't get out and socialize as much either.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, so it seems like your job actually has a bit of a chain of reaction, of like a knock-on effect kind of thing
So,
to loads of different areas in your life. Mm. So it would sort of change that quite a lot for you.
yeah, definitely change the mindset.
Mm. Mm. And even just being away from the classroom, would that be just a massive thing for you?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Because any day we get like out, because we had a whole day out yesterday at a sports day, and it was heaps better. It's just yeah, the classroom stress.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can imagine. I actually used to get headaches being sat in a classroom as a student,
yeah.
just because of all the artificial lighting and bright screens and stuff like that. I know what it's like. Mm. But like at the moment though, like you're not able to be outside much, are you? You have to be in the classroom.
Oh, I try and get out in like the break times and things because I just don't like staying in my room. I'll go and talk to other teachers and things just
Mm.
to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
but yeah, during the teaching time, yeah, you can't really
Yeah.
escape, and then yeah, you have to try and navigate it with
Mm.
the attitudes and things if it goes a bit pear shaped.
Yeah.
Sometimes abort lessons and do something else.
Abort lessons.
Yeah, like just go, no, it's not working. Let's stop. Do something else.
Oh
Done that.
well. You're the teacher, you've got the power to do so.
Yeah, but not so much now. But yeah, when I first started, some things didn't go right, and I thought, yeah,
Mm.
change it up. But yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's all good talking. Sorry, what was you going to say?
No, you're right.
It says, yeah, it's all good sort of talking about that being a possibility, in which it is, but what happens and what does it cost you if you're not able to like learn the skills and actually be able to sort of move away from that?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, my well-being, I guess, because I'd still be stuck in where the spot I'm in, and yeah, just
Hmm.
yeah, because the last couple of days I haven't felt like any energy or whatever when I get home, where I was doing workouts and stuff, and yeah, this week I'm just like don't have it. Try
Hmm.
and get to the beach. It normally helps, but yeah.
Pretty nice up there in the goalie.
Oh, it's beautiful,
Hmm.
especially
Hmm.
now coming into like spring and nights not getting dark as quick. It's definitely
Hmm.
good to get down for a swim in the afternoons.
Hmm. Well, I guess like would that be something you would let happen though, being in the same situation you are right now?
I sort of don't want it to be no, because it's yeah, it's not
Hmm.
going too good at the moment. So
Hmm. So, what do you feel that sort of needs to happen on your end so that you're not living the same situation where you're coming back drained and like not having enough time to spend with yourself and just chill out, really?
yeah, I just yeah, I need to do something different about it. Yeah, look into other ways and either get into a better routine if I am going to stay doing what I'm doing, but I just need to learn the skills and try and take the plunge.
Mm. So, what do you think you would need though to be able to like step away from your job being full time and just spend less hours on that? What would you need?
Well, obviously, definitely going to need the money because I can't just stop working
Mm.
completely at the moment. Need something to income, but yeah, I think a lot of it's based mindset wise too.
Mm. So are you saying that's something that you're lacking at the moment? You would need to acquire the skills for a mindset to be able to do this stuff, or what do you mean by that?
No, you wouldn't need to acquire the skills for mindset, but yeah, just yeah, need to get rid of the drained feeling and
Mm,
yeah, actually have the energy to yeah get on and get some skills and get going. I guess
mm. Okay. So I guess then it would help you out if you had like the right training or whatever and being surrounded by people as well.
definitely having that group of people like as support too, and sort of yeah,
Mm. And it's also like an accountability thing as well. Like if you were
100%.
to learn this, so you're not doing it on your own, just like in a classroom at school, the
Yeah,
kids have got someone to turn around and partner up with. Mm. Okay. Well, I think we can help you out for sure. Um, just money wise, like you said, you'd need some money to obviously step away from your job. What kind of goal is that in mind? Are you looking to like replace your income or s- I'm just trying to understand what you actually want to do with this.
yeah. So to start, like it would be an extra, but then yeah, eventually would like to try and replace the income and yeah.
Hmm. So within a 6 month time frame,
Hmm.
if you learnt the skills and you had everyone around you, what would you like to be pulling in per month, let's say?
Oh, into like have or
Yeah, so like income wise,
yeah,
from this, learning the skills and applying yourself, actually earning money from this, what would you like to see in around 6 months' time so you can spend less time at your job?
yeah. So probably any more than that. what did I say, 5,000 a month, like would be bonus.
So
Because yeah,
you're looking to see in around 6 months' time be able to achieve $5,000 per month
yeah,
from
minimum.
yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, if you want, I can give you a bit of a rundown as to what it actually looks like for people that join ABC and our sort of plan that we have that all the students follow, such as Fletch, myself as well, and yeah, it's just a plan, kind of like a
Yeah,
frame that everyone follows. I can break that down if you like.
yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so I mean, at the moment, you're completely new to high ticket sales, so and as are most of the students, to be fair, and this is our own sort of way of teaching it anyway. So as if you're someone who has completely no understanding of this whatsoever, the first thing that we sort of do is get you comfortable with the knowledge. It's basically going back to school.
Yeah,
So it's going back to school, giving you the books and getting you to do all of the information. Get comfortable with it all, just so you sort of understand the basics and lay yourself out a foundation for you to build upon.
yeah,
And we do that through a load of training videos. Now, we've got all of these videos on a platform called School. Have you heard of that?
yeah. I've heard of school. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's a little bit like Facebook. It's probably like something you use for school teaching, but it's just basically a home for a load of resources, and that's where you've got access to like the community as well. So there's
okay, yeah,
over almost 500 people within ABC at the moment, and it's growing as well. Now, like I said, these are all people 18 plus. I think there's 17-year-olds in there as well. So all types of ages and all types of abilities too. There's people that have just started, there's people that have been there for 6 months, there's people that have been there for more than that. And there's also mentors within there as well that have been there for like 5 plus, 10 plus years. So just those two things. Do you see any use in those?
yeah, 100%.
Hmm. And I guess how would you be able to utilize those to actually help you start to learn skills to get away from your job?
Yeah, definitely. Like the videos and things would help with like gaining the knowledge and things because I think that's definitely where I need to start getting that knowledge and yeah, having that community also would definitely help as well.
Hmm.
Because I do like collaboration. Okay, that's one of the joys that I do like in teaching.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if you apply the same mindset and I mean, like your lifelong apprentice mindset of being a teacher to this, it's going to work out for you.
yeah.
I mean, you've got to be able to retain that knowledge and all of these videos as well. Like, what kind of learner would you say you are?
I'd say I'm more of a hands-on learner to be honest.
Okay, because we can give you access to all of these videos.
Yeah,
So like 3 to 10 minutes long. It doesn't take long
yeah,
for you to watch. You can pause, rewatch, do whatever you want with those videos, but we don't want you to just watch videos. So, I
yeah,
mean, if you, for example, gave a student a book and said, can you read this in 2 days?
yeah,
Sure, they'll be able to read it, but how much of that knowledge are they going to recall?
yeah, 100%.
So, we actually want you to be implementing that knowledge. And within our plan, it's around a 4 to 6 month plan. Varies
Yeah,
between people and how available they are and how much effort and consistency they put in. But we want to make sure that you're sort of exercising that knowledge, training, doing hands-on learning,
yeah.
and you can do that in coaching calls.
Okay, yeah,
So this is where the mentors and where everybody in the community congregates, and you start exercising that knowledge. You start implementing it. Now, I know you're a hands-on learner, so do you think that would sort of be more suited for yourself?
yeah. Definitely, like yeah, not just reading because yeah, can totally relate to the kids just going yeah, read the book. Yeah, not taking it in. So yeah,
Mm,
definitely.
for sure. And how specifically like would you find that useful?
Yeah, because I can probably relate. Like if I read like say watch the video and that, then take it in. But if I don't do anything with it, it's probably forgotten about. So
Exactly, exactly. And this is the whole idea of like first getting you comfortable, giving you the resources, the knowledge, and actually being able to like apply that knowledge and start implementing it. Now, this is going to be like the first month or so. First month
yeah,
or so is just learning, 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 getting familiar with the basics. And then around the sort of 2 month mark, 2 to 3 months is when you want to start refining all of that. Now,
yeah,
you can show up to these role play session, coaching calls, sorry, and start exercising that knowledge. And you can also implement it in the role plays as well. Now, do you know what a role play is?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, one person takes the role of closer, one takes the role of a customer, and they're just role playing out scenarios, whatnot, just exercising, getting 1% better. So I know you said you'd benefit from like the coaching calls, but
yeah.
how about 15 of those a week?
The coaching course.
Yeah.
Yeah, once I've got that knowledge and had the comfort, because is there a certain time that they're on? Obviously.
Yeah, so these coaching sessions run Tuesday through Saturday,
Yeah,
and your Brisbane time, so, or at the minute, same time as me in Sydney.
yeah,
Sales is in the morning at 10 a.m. That's
yeah,
an hour long, followed by content, which is another hour long. And then there's a group role play session, which I just mentioned, which is at 3 p.m., also an hour long.
yeah.
And this is where you can find people to sort of partner up with, and the coaches are there to, or mentors are there to constructively criticize you and build your confidence and get you better at what you're doing and making sure that you are actually learning.
Yeah,
And if you aren't able to make any of those times because obviously you're going to be at work,
yeah.
they are recorded. So you can always go through in the evenings or whatever and just catch up
Oh,
in your own time. So that's the basics. That's the first like couple months or whatever. And then once you start implemented all of that, getting better and you're at a decent level, that's when you're going to want to be able to go out there and land yourself a role.
yeah,
Because we don't want you to just go and hit the racetrack and not have any fuel in the car to go and not go anywhere, you know?
yeah,
So we want to get you up to a decent level and give you the skill so you can actually land a role so you can reach out to influencers, stand out from the other guy, and be able to land yourself a role with either an appointment setting role or closing. And if you put the effort in and if you show up and you're consistent and that's recognized by the mentors, there is a possibility that you will be hit up for a role within ABC.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So that's not guaranteed, but we do have a sales agency too. So you could learn the skills and go and work under the sales agency.
yeah,
Because ultimately, like you're here because you want to step away from your job a little bit and just work a little bit less. And
yeah.
obviously, you need money to be able to do that to pay the bills. So we want you to get out there and earn commissions so you can actually do that. So from what I've said so far, I've just dumped a lot of information on you, sorry. But
It's all good.
like where are you sort of at with what I've just said there? Is there anything that's sort of unclear or have you got any questions?
No, I think it's you're being pretty straightforward. So yeah,
Would I make a good teacher?
yeah, you did.
I do like same as you, being surrounded by people and actually like exchanging ideas, sharing knowledge, and it's something I enjoy as well. Now, that's the first like few months, all the way up to landing a role.
Yeah,
And this is a mentorship. This program is a mentorship. So you're getting access to the knowledge, the training, and being able to land yourself a role. But if you wanted to scale past replacing your income and actually, let's say you started doing the affiliate marketing side of things, we can also teach you how to grow your personal brand
Yeah, yeah.
and scale you up all the way up to your first 100,000 followers. There's a girl in there at the moment called Olivia. She was a started off for like 1,000 followers or something like that, just her own account. And then in the last 2 weeks, she's got another around about another 15,000 followers. She's up to 30,000 followers now.
Oh wow.
So she's getting help to actually make sure that she can turn those followers into leads and
Yeah,
actually start generating money from that. And she's going to get help all along the way until she gets up to 100,000 followers and beyond. So it's not just teaching you the skills and holding your hand for the first bit. It's also later on as well when you encounter sort of other problems.
yeah,
But that's something if you were interested in it later on, there is that aspect to it. So given what I have said, do you actually see any of that helping you anyway at all?
yeah. Definitely. Like, yeah, definitely. Like all the training and stuff is there, and having that community to support.
Hmm. And how do you think you would use that though? Because I know you're busy at work at the moment. So like tell me, how would you sort of squeeze this in realistically with what you're doing at the moment to actually make it work?
Yeah, well, I guess yeah, setting that time aside outside of work, and then yeah, utilizing because I've got 2 weeks off coming up
Okay.
after next week, and yeah, getting stuck in and getting going with it, I guess.
Hmm.
Because yeah, the
Yeah.
more that I just sit around and not worry about it and try to block out everything else, nothing's going to change. So,
Exactly. Exactly. I'm kind of glad you see it that way because sometimes people just don't understand and they don't really notice that what they've been doing hasn't actually got them to where they want to go. And I know I didn't really sort of ask you like what what are your big goals and dreams or whatever that you've always wanted to do because I know from what you've said is it's more important to you that you actually just get more time to yourself and you're not spending as much time in school in the classrooms. But let's say all of this did work out great for you. Like, what would you actually want to achieve? Like, what are the things that you haven't been able to do?
um, yeah, well, not owning my own property, definitely one. Because yeah, the renting game is not getting any cheaper at the moment. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, traveling a bit more also. I have done a
Mm,
little bit, but mainly, yeah, worked at the same time as well. So, but
mm,
yeah, probably haven't done as much as I want to do. So,
mm. So yeah, it would open up quite a
yeah,
few avenues of opportunity for you
yeah, 100%.
because it's obviously remote work. As long as you've got laptop and some
Like
Wi-Fi,
that.
you're sorted.
Yeah.
Mm. I mean, I'm sorry I've held you so long. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's all
was going to
good.
say it's 45 to an hour. Have you still got a little bit more time?
Yeah, yeah. I've got
Okay.
nothing at the moment.
Now, in terms of where you're at the moment financially, obviously there is like investment to this.
Yeah.
Like, how long have you sort of been thinking about investing in yourself for?
Uh, yeah, probably on and off for a while, but I've just like I didn't know what to sort of do to try and yeah get that because yeah I know
Hmm.
other people that do online stuff as well, but I just haven't had enough like don't know enough about it
Yeah,
really.
haven't had the right sort of network or
Yeah,
foot in the door.
yeah,
Hmm. And I guess of that like 5,500 a month for your current income. how much of that have you been able to safely put aside for investing in yourself?
Not a lot. But yeah, just cost of living. Yeah. So
Mm. So would you
and
say
then
like you're like paycheck to paycheck or
yeah, some weeks it is paycheck to paycheck, and then yeah, sometimes there is that little bit extra. But
mm,
yeah, most of the time, yeah, there's not a lot there to do, but we'll
mm,
definitely try and sort it.
mm. And like that little bit that you do get to sort of put aside, like what does that look like?
In terms of amounts or
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like sometimes yeah, there might be like 250 spare one like a week and put that away in a savings to try and earn some interest in things. But yeah,
Mm,
lately it's been a lot of nearly paycheck to paycheck.
mm,
'Cause, yeah, I've got a few car issues going on as well. So
mm.
always
Yeah, they're
fun.
not cheap, are they?
No, not when it's the air compressor for the aircon.
They're expensive. I know they are.
And living up here, you sort of need it.
100%. I actually had a camper van, a Toyota Hiace, 1992, and I had no AC. And it was when I just moved over to Australia, and oh my God,
Yeah,
never
that would
again.
not have been fun.
I had no bug spray, I had no bug nets, nothing. I was raw dogging it. Not good.
Yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't
Hmm.
do that.
But
I
but
struggled driving 2 hours on the weekend to Noosa with no aircon in the traffic. I was like, right, I need to get this fixed ASAP.
no, sir. I want to go back up there. It's very nice spot. Very
Yeah, it's
nice.
beautiful.
Hmm. Well, I guess, Paul, like I do think we can help you out here for sure. Um, do you see this actually like working out for you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I feel
And
like it.
and do you see any reason as to why it wouldn't work?
No, not at the moment. No, yeah, just need to put in the effort.
Hmm. I mean, like hypothetically, if something was to sort of hold you back from actually doing that,
Yeah.
being able to put the time in and see those results, would you say there's anything hypothetically that would sort of stop you?
No, I don't think there's any major stuff that would stop me. No. No.
Hmm.
Not if I'm putting in the effort, allowing the time to do it and stuff like that.
Hmm. Exactly. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It's not like a an overnight thing. It's not a get
Yeah,
rich quick
no,
scheme. You're learning skills and you're
yeah,
having the mentors there to hold your hand and you're getting access to all of that knowledge and whatnot. And I mean, I could walk you through the onboarding process if you want, and I can let you know the investment required for that if you'd like me to.
yeah. It's probably good to know it up front. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, to get access to all of that and have the training and the mentors there, it is an investment of 6,000 US dollars.
yeah, yeah. I figured. I knew it would be somewhere up there anyway. Because what's that convert to?
It's about 8,900 Aussie.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah,
I guess price aside for a moment. Let's just forget about that for a moment.
yeah,
Is this something that you genuinely want?
yeah. Definitely, generally want it. Yeah, it's just a matter of figuring out the cost and
Hmm.
getting going.
Hmm. And I mean, yeah, I guess I already have asked, but like you really don't see anything sort of holding you back from being able to, because at the end of the day, if you do put your head down, do the work, and you're earning money from this, It's going to pay itself off in the long run.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. The only thing holding me back really probably is myself.
mm,
There's nothing really, yeah, outside of that. I don't
mm.
reckon.
I mean, I guess again, like where would you be in 3 to 6 months' time from now? Like if you don't actually make a change.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The same. There'll be no change.
Mm,
Yeah, would be still stuck doing what I'm doing.
mm. So where would you say you're at right now with everything discussed?
Yeah, probably definitely more interested, like knowing that it's like the learning and stuff's there. But yeah, the money thing does stress me, but yeah.
Mm, mm. So at the moment, like where would you say you're at with regards to the 6,000, the amount there?
Hmm.
Is that something you're in a position to do?
Yeah, probably would need like a small loan, to be honest. But that's yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Just have to figure that out, and then yeah, definitely yeah. By seeing what I've seen online and stuff, definitely will be able to pay that off. So
mm,
but yeah, that is one of the main stresses at the moment
mm.
in general. So,
Yeah. And I guess it would be an extra stress for you.
hmm,
100%. Like that would be a sting.
yeah,
But I mean, if things go well for you and this is like actually makes you happier,
yeah,
then it's going to be a sting for now, but it's going to pay dividends in the long run, even
yeah,
just in terms of your happiness. Like for 6 months, you'd have something to look forward to, a little bit more fulfillment than just school.
yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Yeah,
And look, man, I guess from what you have said, and like you genuinely believe in that this like would work out for you, and like being able to slowly spend less time in your job. I don't want money to be or just numbers on a screen to be the one thing that's like holding you back from actually
yeah.
making that change. So I guess where would you say you're at financially if you were to invest in yourself today? What could you put down?
Um, yeah, I'd have to yeah look into it a bit more to figure it out.
Hmm,
Because yeah, I am about to get my car fixed, so I need it done.
bad timing.
Yeah, I know, super bad timing, but I've been putting off booking the call, and I was like, no, I'm doing it. So,
Hmm. And I mean, I guess want to get you like onboarded as soon as we can. Really,
yeah,
we could get you onboarded today if you wanted to. And I know at the moment that there's various stresses like, financially for you. So I guess let's say you did have access to the 6,000.
yeah,
Would you be like, is that something you'd be willing to invest?
yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, if I had that easy access to it, yeah, I would. So,
Hmm. Uh,
but yeah,
I'm going to be fully transparent with you here. Um, there's not many people, including myself, who have access to 6,000 US dollars.
Oh yeah, 100%. I totally would understand that. Yeah.
So, and I did actually help a guy yesterday, or was it the day before? But anyway, he was a FIFO worker. He's quite young actually,
Oh
18
cool.
years old.
Yeah.
And he also, yeah, he didn't have access to that amount. But what we were able to do is walk him through a process with one of our trusted lenders.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they would be able to give you access to the funds within a matter of like days,
Yeah.
and then be able to pay that off in increments.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So there's that option, or there's another option, which is what I myself actually done to start with, and that was do the investment over 6 months. So 1,000 US dollars per month, which is about 1,500 Aussie per month over 6 months, and that's with zero interest on top.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just yeah working out the budget and that, I guess.
Absolutely, man. And like the last thing that I guess like I want is for you to be in a more stressful situation and having to worry about like if you can make the next payment for like $1,000 US dollars a month, like that's quite a lot of
Yeah.
money. And we want you to be focusing on the skills and not the
Yeah.
worry
Um,
of paying it off.
yeah. Yeah.
Which is why I suggested first the lending option.
Yeah.
So then it's at a much more accessible rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's whatever suits you really.
Yeah. It probably would be easier doing the lending with not the 1,500 a month Aussie.
hmm. So yeah, at the moment, I guess if you're do you live on your own, renting?
Oh, I'm just renting a room in a guy's house at the moment.
Hmm. Same as me, man. I'm fucking paying $500 a week.
How much? Five.
$500.
Whereabouts in Sydney?
In Ride.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I mean, if you want, would you be opposed to me and you and I, running through a quick application for a loan just to see whether or not that is something viable for you?
Yeah, you can run through it and see if it would. Yeah, because not
Absolutely.
knowing the payments. Yeah.
No worries. So I'll just share my screen. Can you see this?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So this is one of our trusted lenders here. So I'll run you through an application now. Um, so where would you say you're at the moment in terms of like funds that you could part with for yourself?
Oh, in terms of weekly or fortnightly.
Just just funds in the bank at the moment. Let's say that you were able to put down.
Yeah.
Is that just so I can sort of adjust the scale here, how much you would need to borrow?
I'd probably need to borrow the full amount, to be honest.
Okay, we'll just leave it at 10 there. So to school, back to school. What's your middle and last name, Paul?
Colin.
Colin,
Yeah.
and last name?
Tarbit. Tarbit.
Tarbit. And your date of birth.
15th of the 7th, 85.
I will just grab your email address from the application. Is it back to school again tomorrow?
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, it's a bit of an easier day tomorrow, so I'm not too stressed about it tomorrow.
Hmm. What's your favorite subject to teach?
Um, Probably prefer maths, but yeah, don't get to do any of the PE or anything. We have specialists for it, so
Oh, okay. So you never actually had the opportunity to teach PE within your school.
no, it's a specialist in most primary schools on the coast.
Hmm. I guess it's all the bodybuilding dads and mums and whatnot on high standards, eh?
Yeah,
Have you got obviously you've got a car, driver license number
yeah, it's 81
81
triple three
333
169.
169. Queensland,
Yeah,
cool. And the card number?
that I don't know off the top of my head. I know the number off the top of my head.
Good, you are tall.
I don't know where the card number is on these. Oh, yeah, it's down the bottom. So it's A136
A136
F double A
FAA
585.
585. And do you agree to have your identity information verified with the issuer or official record holder?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. And the moment renting, how long have you been at wherever you're living?
What have I been in now? Yeah, 9 months in this place.
And what's your address if you don't mind?
What are we? 1/21
Yep.
and Andromeda, Andromeda.
Yep. Andromeda Avenue.
That's Parade. It's not here.
Andromeda Robina.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll just put 21.
Yeah.
Sure, it will just send you stuff via email. It was 5,500. What's your monthly rent?
What's the monthly? Uh, 1,400 a month.
1,400. Wish mine was that. And monthly expenses.
That's a good question.
What do you reckon?
Uh,
$300 a week?
oh, yeah, because rent's already taken out, isn't it?
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
say about 1,200 or $1,000? I mean, or less than that.
Yeah, probably say 1,200. There wouldn't. I don't think it'd be any less.
No, just 1,000.
Yeah.
Um, Single,
Yeah.
best way to be. No dependents or anything.
No, definitely not.
Problems. Employed. What's the employer?
It's Department of Education.
And is it 9 years that you've been at the same? Um,
No, this school I've only been. What, I've been at this school for 2 years.
2 years. And the Department of Education for the employer, does that mean you don't work like for the government? The government pays you?
Yeah, so yeah, employed under the Department of Education, yeah, government. So,
Oh, yeah. I've never known how it actually works with schools.
yeah,
Um, so just your details, $10,000 loan, back to school. Just double check your email and can you see the screen?
yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's right.
Cool. So I'm going to submit that. You can fast track it, but I think it requires like a password or something. So we'll just
That's fine.
upload that. So that's an application sent off. I guess what may be quicker is if you're able to get hold of your own bank, because it may be a much lower interest rate or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um, it's really, I guess, whatever's clever for you, to be honest.
yeah, yeah.
So that's sent off. I'm not sure how long before that will get back. It's probably going to ask you for some documents or whatever, just to sort of approve and
Oh, yeah,
check
get
out.
that. Yeah,
But in terms of if you were to get onboarded today, I know
hmm,
you mentioned that that would be a 10,000 loan. You'd need everything for it.
yeah,
We could get you onboarded today, but the minimum for onboarding would have to be 1,500 US dollars. Sorry, Australian dollars, 1,000 US.
yeah,
Would you say you're in a position to be able to do that or no? Absolutely fine if not.
yeah. Probably not.
Okay. And for skin in the game, so
Yeah,
and I'll keep in contact with you and follow you to make sure that your application or whatever has gone through and just check up on how you are with things. Whether it's still something you're keen on. Um, I can reserve you a spot, put your name in the books, and that would be accepting a 10% deposit. So 600 US dollars. Hello? He didn't dip. And we're back. I wondered what happened. I was like, his camera's gone. Is he still talking to me?
Yeah, it gave me no warning. It just fucking went. I was like, what? Because normally it gives you like a little warning up top, but it gave me nothing.
That's all right. It's not a problem. Um, yeah. So just touching on what I was saying just then. So basically, to show, I guess yourself really that you're committed and this is something that you want to do. Would you be opposed to a 600 US dollar deposit of 10%?
Yeah, like I probably don't even have that. So
That's okay, man. Obviously, the loan's gonna help you out there.
yeah.
Um, just quickly as well, with regards to the loan itself,
Uh-huh.
would you will be in a position to actually like afford the payments for that? Because I know you said you can stow away around 250 a week, which is pretty good. I just
Yeah.
don't want to put you in an uncomfortable position.
Yeah, no, I just have to see what the repayments are for it. That's all.
Yeah, see what you're eligible for and whatnot. Yeah,
Yeah, and then yeah, if I look with my bank as well and see if they
yeah,
offer. Yeah.
I get that. And today I was just to show like skin in the game and commitment to us and yourself. What would you be comfortable with to put down? Just so we know that like you do actually want this and I can put the time into you and follow you up and help you out.
Oh, yeah, I just have to check what I've got there at the moment. Yeah, because yeah, I sort of like had the money sitting there to do the car. Like,
Absolutely, man.
yeah, so it's just having a look at that. Yeah, if I have a look into it overnight and things, and then I can get back to you and see what I can do.
hmm I'm not gonna lie. The amount of times I have heard that and people genuinely like disappear. Um,
Yeah,
I know, like based off what we have gone through, like this is something you want or whatever. But just for a bit of closure, just so I know, like even if it's like 100 Australian dollars, just so I actually know to put some time into you and make sure you're okay with things.
yeah. I totally understand like that people have done it that, but I just at the moment, like just with my expenses and things that are coming up, I just can't put it in. And I do appreciate the time that you have put in and things,
Mhm.
but yeah, I just without yeah looking into it tonight and stuff, and because I only got given a quote today while I was at work for the car, so I haven't had a chance to look at that properly.
Mm, yeah, okay. I mean, it sounds like there's a lot going on for you at the moment, and
Yeah, there is, and yeah, it's shit timing.
yeah. Well, I tell you what, I guess let's come halfway. I will chase you up
Yeah,
when it's a bit better for you. How does that sound?
yeah, yeah. That's fine.
So, when do you think? Obviously, we've sent this application off, and you're more than welcome to go to your own bank as well.
Yeah.
But when do you think would be a suitable time for us to sort of catch up and go through things and potentially get you onboarded?
Yeah, well, hopefully I know more after this week what the, yeah, more clearly what the go is with my car as well. Because it's going in for a service on Friday and then they're going to have a look at the rest of it. So,
Yeah, 100%. And so when would you say is a good time?
yeah, probably sometime next week. Like there's no, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, most afternoons I'm free. So,
So does Monday around like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, does that work for you?
yeah, probably more so around that 5 o'clock again.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly schedule that in before I forget. I'm not giving up on you, Paul. We've talked for a lot of shit today. Um, so I'll send you a link in a moment. If you can book in a call for the same time, 5 o'clock on Monday the 9th, I'll send you a
Yeah,
message just to confirm it. And then hopefully by then, um, you would have heard back or you sort of know where you sort of stand. But
yeah.
do you think that's enough time, or would you need more time?
Um, yeah, well, yeah, it just depends how on the car, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
Yeah, I've just got it booked in for the service at the moment, and then they're going
Mm.
to have a look at
Hmm.
the stuff that it's on.
Yeah,
So,
it's gonna sting for a little while,
uh,
but
but after the weather that we've had to change at the moment, it needs to be done.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Because we went from 23 degrees straight up to the 30s.
Woo, that's a lot.
Yeah, it was a big jump on the weekend.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess all of this aside, like, how are you with things? Just with regards to like doing this, like, how are you feeling with things?
Yeah, definitely more comfortable knowing more about what's involved and stuff as well. Yeah, it's just yeah that always money thing.
Yeah, that's understandable, man. Completely get that. And you know the saying, if you continue to do what you've always done, you
Yeah,
continue to get what
that's
you've
right.
always got.
Yeah,
And change is where growth happens. So it's the beauty in it. You just have to believe in yourself and work towards your goals.
yeah, just gotta get past that initial part, jumping, I guess.
Yeah, exactly that. And hey, that's what the likes of myself are for, to actually help people and walk them through that because not everybody wants to actually take the leap and make a change. They tell you all their problems, but don't actually want to take the leap.
Yeah,
So I just hope that's not yourself.
hopefully not.
Don't let it be, Paul.
I'll try not. Try not to.
Anyway, I won't hold you for any longer because I have chewed your ear off for about an hour and a half, which is quite a long time.
It's all good.
But yeah, I hope you actually like got quite a lot from the call today.
Yeah,
And
100%.
I guess I look forward to catching up with you again on Monday.
Yeah, too easy.
Awesome, Paul. I'll catch you again.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of your week.
You too, man. Have a good one. See ya. Bye
Bye.
bye. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. But Jesus Christ. Hmm. Oh, I'm still recording. Back.